Hello, I'm the not-so-wicked witch of the West Coast, and welcome to my domain. For the next month, once a week, or however many more times I desire, you will be subject to hearing my thoughts and ideas. We're going to discuss the fantastic, the spooktacular, or otherwise Halloweeny things that only October can breed. Today, our first review is going to be for a movie that many an internet reviewer has not appreciated, particularly Douglas Walker's nostalgia critic. Strangely enough, the nostalgia critic is dead now. Not that it has anything to do with this. Today's movie is Casper. Casper is the story of a friendly ghost and his attempts to find friendship. In doing so, he courts over Kat, a young girl who is around the age that he was upon death, and her father, a ghost therapist. They are there in his home, trying to help him and his three uncles, the ghostly trio, to go on to the next life, as Kat's father is a therapist to the dead, and the owner of Casper's home wants them out so she can make money off it and find a treasure. The story is different than a lot of children's movies shown this time of year, and unfortunately different than its sequels, as it deals with intense subject matter and themes that, although this is a children's film, can cause one to think, particularly grief and death and depression. Casper's story is one where he doesn't even know who he is. It takes his friendship with Kat to discover who his parents were, how he died, and to go through the attempts to come back from the dead. Casper even has a budding romance with Kat, which, as I said, many people don't seem to like about Casper, although I disagree. And though I'm a witch, it doesn't take someone to see that it's a sweet, innocent, romantic thought. Something that isn't well portrayed even in children's films with children's characters. It takes someone as kind and sweet as Casper to express this to the audience. His line that's repeated twice in the film, "Can I keep you?" is the perfect example of this. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but you should check it out. And the ending did make my little heart very happy when I was a young witch. From a technical aspect, Casper was quite fantastic for its time period. I was around 6 years old when it came out in theaters, and I remember not being able to keep my mouth closed the entire time as I was in awe. My eyes were glued to the screen, seeing this computer character function very well in the human world. It's impressive technically, it has a beautiful story. It's funny when it needs to be, but deep when it needs to be as well. Check out the spectacular Casper this October. You can skip the sequels, except perhaps Casper Meets Wendy, which is sweet, but nowhere near as touching, and the themes are not explored as well. Well, I'm the West Coast Witch, the Wicked Witch of the West Coast, and we'll see you again next week. Be here or beware.